On some real shit, I put in my 2 weeks at Taco Bell, about to work at Denny's.
Alright guys, so we are back and we are going to be working on the E36 today and the 240, but the main focus is the E36. We're going to be getting a lot done. The car should be back on the ground. Engine should be in along with trans. You guys can't see a fucking thing because the light. Need bolts. We're putting everything back together we can on the E36 today. Right now we're going to get started putting the trans back in. But before I do that, for any E36 fan out there, okay, so the Chase Bays clutch line kit is going to come with 2 lines. Your one line is your bleeder, super easy to hook up, screws in no problem. Your other line is a compression fitting. You have a kingpin, pull it out, push it in, and then put the new fitting in. And then on the E36, there's going to be this threaded fitting down here. It's the same style. You have a little pin that you pull out and it looks just like this. It took us...
It's a compression.
Yeah, sorry. This thing. Where's... That little pin pulls out of there. Just for anyone wondering, because that gave us a lot of trouble. And we finally figured it out. So let's get started. Oh, let me focus.
A lot of trouble meeting.
No, a lot of trouble to figure it out. It's been like days trying to, whatever, Zach, I don't give a fuck. We got it out. We're going strong. We're about to put the trans back on. Oh yeah, Mr. LZ back again. Yeah,
So why you gotta do this?
I called you. Come on, get out. We gotta do this. Alright, let's get this fucking trans back on the engine and then we're gonna go get some fucking iced coffee because hood rat shit. You ready? Just gonna pick it up and try to put it right in there. Shouldn't be too hard, just keep your hands.
Should I be on the back of here and make sure it doesn't?
No, because as soon as the shaft is, it's not gonna fall.
You're gonna have to wiggle, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't want it to.
I don't want a shaft.
Got it? Oh shit.
Damn, went right in. We got it. It's in, dude. It's through the pilot. Dude, that was butter. Huh?
16?
Yeah, probably. I can't believe that went on that easy. That was fucking sick. Alright, so we ran into our first problem already today. The dipstick, oh, you guys can't really see. Let's see. There we go, got some light. Alright, so the dipstick in that hole down there is broken off and we can only get it out by pushing it down. So we're gonna have to drop his oil pan. It's pretty easy to do. We're just gonna roll it over on this tire. We took the spark plugs out and stuff so they don't shatter. And then just unbolt the bottom 2 trans bolts, or 3, whatever it is. And then undo the oil pan and bam, that's pretty much it. It'll just roll. We've tried this before. There's no fluids in it, so it's perfectly fine. Alright, take the oil pan off. Just lay it, just put it on the ground. Some oil in there. Just from the engine. Alright, try to push it through. There you go. Alright, so clean car gang over here, you know, working in the Nike socks. But yeah, so I got overspray all over the windows. People are calling me out on it like they do every time. Basically, to get the overspray off, like, it's super easy. You just get steel wool, and I don't have any in here to show you, but I taped the edges so the edges wouldn't get any on there, and I could do the center part really easy. So here, look, show them right through here. Like, this is all overspray. Like, this white right here is all overspray. So the interior turned out great. You guys haven't seen it. This is all painted. Clutch pedals are back in, brake pedals back in. Everything's been painted. Oh yeah, here you go. Oh, this is gonna hurt my finger. Look, come in here. Like, put the camera this way. So on the, if you ever have overspray, don't use any chemicals or anything. You literally just take this and it just wipes it right off, like that easy. So we're just gonna do all the windows and it'll be done. But everything turned out great. There's not one run in here. There's a couple yellowing spots because of the seam sealer. It's like a chemical reaction from the paint or something. But yeah, everything turned out great. So let's get this paint off the windows and we'll be done. Alright, so Zach's tightening down the oil pan bolts. We got it all figured out. He's torquing down the spec, which is 18 foot-pounds. So it'll all be in spec, which is good. Should have no oil leaks whatsoever, which is exactly what we need.
What'd you say about that bolt yesterday that ran away?
The bolt.
Yeah, what'd you say?
I don't know. I don't even remember. I mean, I remember talking about it, but I don't know what I said.
Ran away. He's tired of being taken off and put back.
Oh, yeah.
He just wants to be torqued down to spec and left alone.
Yeah.
Cut that entire thing out of the video.
Yeah, no, it's alright, Zach. We'll put it in there, bud.
No, you said it and it was funny as shit.
I don't know if I'm going to put any of the clips from yesterday of putting his car back together. If I did, you guys probably already saw them. But if not, I'm just going to go over the E36 real quick because today is going to be a long day, so it's going to be a long video. So yesterday, we got his whole front end back together. We got his coilovers in, we got the knuckles on, tie rods hooked up, inner and outer, lower control arms, steering rack, subframe, everything bolted up in the back, and we got the clutch figured out. We are ready to go and basically put the engine back in, and that's the plan today. Get the engine back in, get the trans bolted up, get the clutch line hooked up, exhaust headers back in, gaskets, pretty much everything, shifter back on, rotors, calipers. Like everything that we have for this car should be going back together today. So I'm gonna let Zach finish up torquing that down to spec, and once he's ready to put it back in the car, I'm gonna help him. We're gonna get it back bolted up, and then he can just start adding accessories. Right now, I'm working on the windows like you guys saw earlier. All right, so yeah, it worked out good, clear as factory, same with over there. I just gotta do the rear window now, which I'm kinda just waiting for. But yeah, trying to keep the interior clean, working in my socks. Alright, we're going to flip the engine back over and we're going to put the new dipstick in. We got to get his headers back on. And then once we get that back on, it's time to use the cherry picker and put it back in.
Shout out to Tyler, by the way.
Yeah.
Gang.
He's out here helping.
Quit Taco Bell. I'm just going to say that every time. How do you want to...
Just roll it.
Oh, dude, I got an S14.
Shit.
S14.
These wannabe boys out here. There you go. Keep her going. Keep her going.
Dude, we're gonna scratch.
Don't forget to add your boy on Snapchat.
It's fun.
Can you hold this gasket?
No, I can't. I'm busy.
You busy?
Add me, you know. C_Bass96.
C-U-G-L-E.
Alright, so Zach and Tyler have been putting in mad work on the E36. I've just been chilling over there doing my over fenders and getting them to fit properly by sanding them down. They got the whole front end together. The headers are back on. Pretty much once they finish up the rotors and the calipers, we're going to pick up the engine with the cherry picker or engine hoist, whatever you want to call it. And it's going to be time to drop it back in. Pretty easy because they don't have a front end. Just slide it in, bolt up the trans mount, bolt up the motor mounts. Alright, so we forgot, but we got to take the header back off real quick. Zach has his brand new starter, Bosch, whatever it is, I don't know. But we got to get that on because this is the last time the engine is going in there. Once it gets the harness, it's going to be time to crank this thing over. Hopefully like next week, as long as you're getting it through wiring specialists. I don't know if they build to order, but whenever they get it, oh, did the guy show up? Oh yeah, the guy showed up that's buying the kooky front end. So shout out to this guy, he's picking up some parts. But yeah, I'm about to sell the kooky hood and then the fenders and a couple other things. And yeah, we're just about to buy mad parts for these race cars. So let's finish up and then the motor's gonna be going back in. Alright, so we just got his starter on, brand new, so shouldn't have any problems with it whatsoever. It's gonna get the header back on. Then we gotta go to AutoZone, get a Corvette fuel filter, get some fuel lines to hook it up down there so we don't have any trouble doing it later. And then it'll be pretty much ready to go. Get the fuel system all dialed in, hooked up. I'm stepping on everything. Alright, so we're about to put the engine back in the car. Zach's getting the cherry picker out there. We're going to bring it in here. We're going to pick it up. Going to maneuver it around. Probably, the goal is to not to scratch any bit of paint. We're going to see what happens. Alright, so we got the engine in, and on the CX Racing kit, your one bolt bolts through, let me see. One bolt goes through the control arm, this bolt right here, and then back even farther, you just put a regular nut and bolt through. And we have to put that in there first because it's gonna cause the mount to be pushed forward, and it's gonna lift the engine up a little bit and make it easier to get to the other bolts down there. It's tough for you guys to see. But yeah, that's pretty much what we have to do. Alright, so we got the engine in, and we were about to, you know, bolt up the trans bolts, but Zach lost them. Like he loses every goddamn bolt in the fucking world. But once we find them or go buy them, we'll get the trans bolted up, and then we'll get the motor fully bolted up. We got to get the bigger bolts that bolts the control arm stud through the subframe to the motor mount, and then she'll be completely secured. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good sitting in there all white. And then, of course, we have to redo the valve covers because all the overspray. But yeah, she looks good, and we're definitely going to be able to fit our hands down in there to do the chase base delete thing. No problem. The steering shaft and everything. He fucked up again. He's scratching his head. They went all the way to the store and got the wrong bolts. Zach, when you're watching this right now, stop leaving your goddamn bolts on the floor, and we won't have these problems. All right, Zach's back with the bolts. Get under there right now. Let's see. Are they right? He's got so many.
20 bolts today.
Yeah, literally, or more. All right, the M8s, right? M8 1.25s.
Lose them already.
That it? There she is. All right, guys, the engine is in. And I must say, it looks fucking awesome. One clap. There we go. This is JDM right here. Gotta get that OG tag. Get that OG tag. Fat tag right there, boys. Alright, so we're trying to get the fucking motor mount bolt up, and we had to remove. It's looking, focus is not liking this light right now. There we go.
It's about the 7th time we took the header off today.
So yeah, they had to remove the header to get to the bolt down there because it's like such a bitch and impossible to get to. But Tyler, huge shout out to him, and Zach putting in mad work on the E36, you know? Getting mad shit done over here. Alright, let's see the poke.
Poke?
Damn. Let's see the angle. Let's see the angle.
Are you ready? Insert ad.
Insert. God damn! Holy fuck, that's wise fab status.
That's pretty fucking...
Dude, that's actually like more than I was fucking expecting.
That's a lot.
Holy fuck. Alright guys, we're gonna end the video there. The LS is in the car. We will catch you next time, and this motor will be running really, really soon, and we're gonna tear up the streets. Be sure to stay tuned. Peace.